Hello, everyone. My name is Kelsey, and I'm Brittany's sister. I think I can speak for the bride and groom when I say thank you to everyone for coming today. Their number one priority is that everyone has a good time, so please make sure that you do that. Also, can they get a round of applause for how amazing they look? I got applause, yes. Okay. When Brittany asked me to be her maid of honor, I was thrilled and terrified, like I assume all wedding speech givers are. Will I embarrass her? Will I embarrass myself? Probably yes on the last one, but hopefully not. I wanted the speech to be heartfelt and sincere. And if you drift off and only remember one thing about what I have to say, please remember this. Heartfelt and sincere. That's how I'd like it remembered and described later at the end of the evening. Brittany is truly my best friend. We talk just about every day, and that was years before we even started working together. She's the best person I know, and she deserves the best partner that there is. Yes, absolutely. I'm so happy that she found a great guy like Brandon. She's getting me. He really is one of the sweetest people I've ever met. It feels like he's always been part of our family, and I'll be proud to officially call him my brother very soon. No in-laws, just brother. When I first got the text message from Brandon that said, "Can you keep a secret?" my heart stopped for two reasons. First, I knew he was going to tell me that he was going to ask my sister to marry him. Second, I knew his text messages were also linked to the iPad that she uses. So after some very frantic messages to not text me about this and call instead, Brandon told me what I knew was coming. I was overjoyed for them both. When I asked him how he planned to propose, Brandon said, "I don't know, I'll worry about that later. I just need to get the ring." Well, he got the ring, and weeks went by, but he still didn't have a plan to propose. But he wasn't that concerned. He wanted to wait for the right moment. He wasn't going to rush anything. Then one night, after weeks of suspense, I finally got a call from Brittany. Brandon and I just got engaged. My heart leapt, and I asked, how did he propose? They were having a quiet, ordinary evening at home, watching a movie, and Brittany looked at Brandon and told him how happy she was that they were together. Brandon stood up, got the ring, and asked her to marry him. It was very sweet. I know that's exactly what Brittany could have hoped for. And that's the great story of their relationship. It doesn't need to be big and fancy. One grand gesture won't make or break it. Their relationship is uniquely their own, and it's in those quiet moments that they know that they're there for each other and that they're meant to be together. I love these two people, and I'm unbelievably excited for them to start this journey together. I want to say something that I think everyone in this room is thinking. You two are right for each other. And even though after dinner and the reception and the ceremony, I got that out of order, but that's okay, are over, and everyone goes home and life starts to return to normal, your lives will be different. Not in a big way, because you're already partners in everything that you do, but in a small way, in many small ways that build up over time. And the feeling you get when you call each other husband and wife, and the love you express when you call their family your family, and the other everyday reminders of your love and commitment to each other. Your futures will be written by how you choose to live up to the promises that you make to each other today. In summary, heartfelt and sincere. That's all you need to remember, people. All right, everyone, please raise your glass and toast to my beautiful sister and very handsome soon-to-be brother, and wish them a very happy marriage. Congratulations, I love you both.
Hello, everyone. My name's Chris. Thank you, Melody. I've known Brandon for almost 20 years. I consider him to be the brother I never had. We've had good times, we've had bad times, we've shared hunting trips, we've shared late nights in the garage working on cars, and where it all started, hours and hours skating in his cul-de-sac. Needless to say, I think after all these years, I can honestly say I know what makes Brandon happy, and I know what makes him angry. And I can also honestly say that I know the beautiful bride, Brittany, Chloe, and Alexis are truly his happy place. So, I would like to thank everybody that either had a hand in planning this wonderful event or came from out of town, made time out of your busy schedules to come here to celebrate with us for Brittany and Brandon's big day. So for my toast, Brandon and Brittany, today marks the rest of your lives together as one. Remember, be patient with each other and kind, and more than anything, love each other unconditionally. I wish you both the best of luck, and I know you both are stronger together as a team. Congratulations, and thank you both. This is truly an honor to be your best man, Brandon. Let's get you married, brother. Cheers! Woo!
All right. How's everybody doing this evening? That's weak. Come on. Come on. Well, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Josh Kufleidner. And for those of you that do know me, I'm sorry you had to hear me speak it that way because I do a lot of advertising, but tonight I'm not advertising. I'm here to celebrate my best friend in the whole world and his beautiful bride. I didn't write anything down because, truthfully, I've got enough memories of he and I in my head to last a lifetime. And I could spill it out all, for you for probably hours upon hours, but I'm not going to do that. Brandon and I have also known each other for probably almost 20 years, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 17, 18. So Chris actually introduced Brandon and I, and I was a freshman in high school, and he was a sophomore. And I met Chris on the bus when we used to go to middle school, and we became buddies. And then one day we wanted to go skateboarding, so he's like, yeah, we're going to go skateboarding over my buddy Brandon's house. And I said, okay, that's cool. So we went, we hung out for a little while, rode our bikes over to his house, dodged the traffic like Frogger. Thankfully, we never got splatted. So we hung out for the first time, and then, long story short, one day I had his phone number, so I just called him up. And I was like, hey, it's Josh. And he was like, oh. And I was like, you want to hang out? And he was like, yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. So he thought I was like, kind of like, I mean, honestly, he thought I was kind of like a little fat little loser. But he obliged my request to hang out. And to be honest, the rest was history, because basically from that day forward, it must not have been that bad to hang out with me, because we pretty much spent every waking hour of free time that we had together when we weren't working, when he wasn't, busting his ass at TGI Fridays all night long, and I wasn't busting my ass at Hardee's or at Tidewater when I worked with Chris there. And we spent so many hours just doing anything and everything you could possibly think of. One of our favorite things to do was roam around. We called it roaming around the greater Greenbrier area. We would literally just go from store to store and look at things and spend money on stuff that we didn't need. We'd go get food. He'd hit me up first thing in the morning trying to get food. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am. So, and I can't tell you how many times that, we went out and went to dinner and went to lunch, and as we got older, went to get beers. Can't tell you how many beer garden trips we made, how many ounces of Aventinus have flowed through these two stomachs. It's uncanny. But all that aside, I honestly, this is a guy that I turn to for every good day, every bad day, every mediocre day. We used to set up what we called prison when we would study. We called it prison. We were in school together at ODU, and we had to motivate each other to do studying because we hated it so much. We literally wanted to just jump out the window if we had to study. Really wasn't our thing. We got through it, thankfully. 3.0 GPAs. Way to go, buddy. But you know, we would set up prison and we would just struggle through it together, but it was those things, it's those memories that builds that lasting relationship and friendship. I mean, it's like stuff like that, man, that you look back on, you can't put a dollar value on anything like that. And as much as we hated all of those times, we loved them just as much. You know, he and I were there for each other through all the good, all the bad, all the breakups, all the happy potential, you know, successes and disappointments and all of that stuff. We were there for each other. He helped me through some of the hardest times that I ever had in my life. Chris did as well. That's why we're kind of like a trio. And I can honestly say that I remember how Brandon used to talk about Brittany. I remember that we would be on the ride up to visit them back when they were still living up in Radford. And Brandon and I would be going up to visit to hang out, but, you know, those comments came up every now and then. God, she's so hot. Man, I wish she was single, you know? But she's my friend. She's my friend. She's my friend. Can't do that. Can't do that. You know, but you know, it's just amazing to look back on the way that this whole thing came full circle. And it's so surreal and so awesome to see you two finally pull this off. And I know Brandon loves those little girls as his own. When he, you know, brought you into his life, he brought you guys in as a team, and I don't think he ever looked back. I think, to be honest with you, it's exactly what he's always wanted. He's always been a family-minded man, and he will be a great father to them, father figure, rather, maybe, whatever you want to call it. Stepdad. Yeah, stepdad. You got it. So let's raise our glass to my best friend in the whole world and his beautiful bride. And I wish you the best life has to offer. Cheers.
Hello, I'm Brittany's dad. Just want to say how proud I am of Brittany, how beautiful she looks tonight. And I'm so glad y'all two met each other, and Brandon loves my grandkids so good. And really glad, Brandon, that you met Brittany, because possibly you could have been with the last guy. That's totally a joke. He was so cool. But no, really proud of both of y'all, and I wish y'all the best of luck. Close.
I just can't imagine there being a more proud father in the world. I'm going to keep this short because I probably can't keep it together. So thank you for meeting my son and being the person you are and your amazing kids. So best of luck. You guys have a great life together.
unlike Josh, I'm going to keep this short. Brittany, I love you so much. You are so much a part of my life, and I just love you so much. Brandon, like Kelsey said, you are not an in-law. I just look at you just like family. You guys are perfectly made for each other, and I just know that you guys are blessed in this marriage. And your guys, I look forward to your 25th. I am so excited for your 25th anniversary, and I love you both, and congratulations, and I know you're going to have an amazing day, an amazing life together. And Brandon, just for you, the way you have shown how you've become a father to Alexis and Chloe, it's not a stepfather, you've been a father to them, and I see how much you love them and how much you care for them, and you have taken the role, and you have done it in such good stride, and I love you for that, and I love you for loving my niece. So, thank you.
Hello, I'm Brandon's mom. Hopefully I can keep it together. Brittany, you just don't know how much you've made him happy. You and the girls. I remember him coming home, and he's like, Mom, she said she loved me. And I was afraid to say it first because I was afraid she was gonna not love me back, and then I'd be embarrassed and humiliated. And I was so happy for him that happened. And then the second time, when he'd stay part-time there, he came home and he said, Mom, she got up at 5:30 in the morning and she made me a breakfast burrito, and it wasn't frozen, it was homemade. And I'm just, nobody's done that for him. I wouldn't get up at 5:30 in the morning and make him a breakfast burrito. But thank you for making my son so happy, and the girls, that's all he's ever wanted was a family. And you guys, perfect.
I'm Randy, I'm Brittany's uncle. And while we're here today, it seems like y'all been married already for many years. You know, you two are just such a perfect couple. And of course, Brandon, you knew how to win us over with your cooking. It always works. And to bring everybody here and to make them happy, you have a wonderful bar over there, cheer up the mood. But just seeing you two here, you know, of course with the girls and stuff, I mean, it is wonderful. You are family, you've been family for a while, and now in front of God and all of us, you made it official, and I'm so happy to be here.
Good evening, everybody. Can everybody hear me well? Good. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet just like everybody else. I've known Brandon since high school, except for Josh. That's right. I've known Brandon for quite some time in high school, and I will say the first time we met, excuse me, I've been drinking. First time we met, I will say he sat in front of me in history class, in Mr. Lacey's class, that's right. He turns around and the first thing he says to me is, hey, you want to try some of this jerky? And he pulls a bag of jerky out of his backpack, and I'm like, okay, cool. So our friendship is forged right there. Somewhere in the middle of our friendship, Brittany comes along. Hello, Brittany. And they meet us along with Brandon, our group of friends. Brittany comes along at Buffalo Wild Wings. No, Wild Wing Cantina, excuse me. And I just noticed Brandon watching Brittany just devour those chicken wings like no other. And I knew right then and there it was game over. His heart was taken. But in all seriousness, I will say that with all the things going on in the world, it is so great to see something so great and so happy to see these two enjoy their marriage today. So let's give it up for them. And I will say this with some final words. I wish nothing but the best for this couple. Everything that they have is very authentic, which is very hard to find in the public. And we wish, all of us, we wish you nothing but the best, better days, throughout the future, comfort during the hard times, and the continuous effort with that team building throughout your marriage. Thank you very much.